what did your body just do for you? What does it do for you every day? Like, without this temple, what do we have? I've experienced not having it. And I think that's why what people get from me is so inspirational, because I want more of what I almost lost completely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So right over here, they opened up a crush yard.
Which I never heard of.
Yeah, I didn't know what it meant either, but it kind of looked like there was a pickleball paddle, and lo and behold, it is.
Crush yard. See, when you said the word, I thought maybe it was one of those get your anger out type things.
What do they call
beat
it?
up
A rage room.
Rage room.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a rage room. Cool.
By the way, have you been to a rage room?
No, not. You could say that I've been in a rage room. Yes.
I think I wouldn't like. I sometimes think if I was in the room, is there like inner rage I haven't gotten rid of?
Man, I gotta tell you, that kind of stuff has never. Like, I've done other things like boxing and things like that,
yeah.
And I don't feel that release like that.
No,
it's fun.
Yeah,
like I think it'd be fun to go beat the crap out of something. Yeah. But I don't have this.
You're not releasing some inner energy. That's
let it go. It just doesn't happen for me, and maybe I'm too cold.
Different seasons of my life, I'm like, part of me is like,
maybe.
I got nothing. Then other times I'm like, I might go crazy. Maybe there is a like thing. Anyway, but back to pickleball. The rage rooms are interesting. So I went last night, played pickleball, and it was awesome. And my sister's in town, who's a New York State pickleball champion.
Right.
So I went with her, and she, I'm still kind of learning the game-ish still. She told me I was like, well, where am I? She's like, you're intermediate now. You're not a beginner anymore. I'm like, okay.
Was she a little snood? You're intermediate.
She gave me there's a number rating. She's
no kidding.
Yeah. She's like, I think you're like maybe a 3.2 or something like that. I don't know what that means.
Dang.
But I just know it means I'm not ready to play at the advanced level.
Pickleball is such an interesting thing because it's been around since the 60s, I think.
No.
Yes, it has. Our friend Peter Ellsworth, he's from Seattle area. And he said, I've been playing that since college.
What?
He's in his 50s.
It just got on fire in the last few years.
It was invented out there
in
Seattle-ish. And it's been around forever. And something hit the
tipping point.
Yeah.
Have you heard of padel?
I've heard you say it.
So
I don't know what it is.
So I have some clients who play padel, and I was down in South Florida, and they're like, come out to this padel place. And some people call it paddle, but I think it comes from maybe Mexico or Spain. Like, I think it has a Spanish origin, I think.
Right.
It's like
which, to be fair, there's a lot more countries than Mexico. So we're not sure where it came from. Spanish-speaking country, probably.
Jackie, can you please look up where padel came from? I just feel like that's what I heard.
I know it's going to be Colombia.
Thank you. Totally, it will be. I'm like in the wrong.
Argentina.
I'm in the wrong.
We'll go Mexico.
There you go.
Oh, well, look at that. What's up?
Well done.
1969.
Look up my birthday.
Again. 60s,
look at that.
these paddle games.
Yeah, these paddle been around since the 60s.
Seriously.
But
I've never heard of it.
It's like racquetball and tennis. There's a glass wall in the back, and the racket's super heavy. And anyway,
I wonder if I've watched some of the AF1. Sorry, that's American football arena football.
Yes.
I've watched some of the F1 documentaries.
Yeah.
And some of those drivers play something. And I bet that's
it. That keeps them fit.
And there are a lot of them from Spain.
Yes, racket sports.
Okay.
So anyway, back to that's what's on my that's what's fascinating me lately. Jody said this last night. There's a group of us who are not very good, and she was giving us some tutoring, and she said, "How
many times did she say dink?"
She didn't. She said, I believe, I'm quoting my sister, I believe that racquetball is the easiest game to pick up and the hardest game to master.
And are we still talking about pickleball?
Yes.
You said racquetball.
Yes, I mean pickleball.
Yes, I can understand that. It's similar to ping pong. Like, you can do that. But to get really good at it,
Do I have early onset dementia? I do, I'm sorry.
I'm not answering that question.
No, because what I just did with replacing words, I do that a lot.
I mean, I'm going to sit here and say I don't think so.
Okay.
That's pretty,
All right.
seems normal to me. Oops, ragaball.
But I do it kind of often.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well, no, I think you're probably okay.
Okay. I'm counting on AI to give me all the things that are going to help my brain later on. Everybody's been saying if you can make it 10 years, AI is going to like solve all the health things.
10 years?
Yeah. If you can make it another 10 years, but by the time a decade has gone by, most of the things you've got the answer to cancer, Alzheimer's, dementia. And if you want to live for, till 120, you can't no, maybe it costs a lot of money, but that's what I've been hearing from a lot of people, not just like one source.
People, I'll be 60. That's nothing.
Yeah. In the health and wellness thing, they're like, man, if you can just make it 10 years, a lot of the world's problems are going to be solved.
Okay.
Now we might have new problems like we've been taken over by AI, but we'll be healthy. We'll be good workers.
That'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
What's on my mind is, I'll probably just say this every episode, golf. Also, and I'll just skip over it. Just remember, still golf is on my mind. Also, our nephew, hence why you played pickleball with your sister last night.
Yes, why she's in town.
Is in town to play arena football.
Yes.
Against the Nashville.
Oh, against
Cats.
the Nashville Cats, yes. The Albany Firebirds versus the Nashville
and
Cats.
It's for the championship.
Yep.
And it'd be his fourth championship probably.
He wins a lot of championships.
And he just dominates. He's a quarterback.
Yeah. And he's like the MVP.
Lots of the times.
Maybe not every year, but
not every year, maybe. Like he probably won't be this year. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. But it's fascinating. And Nashville has done, even according to him, our nephew, has built one of the best fan bases for it.
Well, we saw him in the regular season up in Clarksville, and man, the energy was awesome.
Yeah.
Like it
was so good.
He's like, what a fun place to play.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, they're not for you, Sam. They're against you. He's like, but the energy's still great.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's fun.
That's pretty awesome. And so that'll be good. We've lost to Nashville twice this year. The only two times we played them. So.
So this is going to be an interesting championship. Yes, but close. They didn't get blown out. It was all within a touchdown, maybe.
Yeah. So that's fascinating.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Okay, so then I'll tell you. Well, then what's on my mind?
Yes.
Kind of the theme for today. I was talking with someone about slogans, and the old slogan from our childhood, my childhood.
Yeah.
Your childhood?
Yeah.
My adolescence?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yep.
Has there ever been a better ad campaign ever?
Probably not. Got Milk was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
One of my favorites, even though I'm not going to say it's at the same level as Just Do It.
What's up?
Oh, that was good. That's a good one. Bo Knows.
Bo Knows.
Remember Bo Knows?
No.
All the Bo Jackson. Oh my gosh.
But Bo Jackson was a beast. He was a beast.
And it was basically Bo Knows because he played two sports professionally.
Yeah.
And it was basically Bo Knows, like basically how to do everything.
Yeah. By the way, if you're a youngster, just go on YouTube.
Just look it up.
Like freakish athlete,
oh my gosh.
like unbelievable. Like you kind of forget how unbelievable he was.
In football, he's running over and through and past people.
Yeah.
In baseball, he's running up the outfield walls to catch ball. He's insane.
I saw the clip where he literally runs across the back wall.
Yeah.
Like vertically.
Yep.
To catch the ball.
Right.
You're like, it's the Matrix.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable. Just Do It.
Yep.
I'm thinking I thought this is pretty good theme for today for us to talk about is, there's so much resistance. We a lot of themes in the show so far have been around creativity and resistance, and we're here for like the guests. We're like, hey, who wants to stop by? Who wants to, who's in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
We're gonna just follow the energy. We keep circling this, which tells me energetically, we all need to keep being reminded that we're thwarted from what we want by this resistance that shows up. And this temptation to procrastinate and do the easier thing and come up with excuses and all the things. And we don't do the thing that matters most. Yeah. And you're like, well, how do you do it? just do it. And I just literally came from a meeting today with someone who I hadn't seen in years, and we were catching up, and she said, I remember you saying years ago, take one action. Just take one action. And there's something powerful about being in motion.
Yep.
And
I'm about to say one of the things that sticks out to me about you either coaching me or coaching other people is just being in motion. It doesn't have to be the end dream. It doesn't have to be the thing, but be in motion. And, even in speaking with my son, like, what he's in that phase of like, I don't know what I'm going to do, blah, 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 blah. I was like, that's okay. Just do something.
That's it. Do something.
Yeah.
Pick one thing and do it.
You might hate it. That's fine.
It's okay. You're going to learn.
Do something else.
You'll learn from it.
Yep.
There's an incredible book. It's probably my favorite behavioral books. There's a couple of great ones. The Power of Habits. There's a couple of great ones, but this one probably is my favorite. Straight Line Leadership is another great one. But Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Yes.
I'm going to the library. Are we ready for the library?
I'm ready.
Can we go to the library?
All
right.
I'm ready.
Okay. Go to the library.
I come heading my way.
I'm not climbing over you.
I'm
going around you.
We rehearsed climbing over me. It didn't go that great. I mean, it went great for me. But for the audience, probably would be uncomfortable.
Oh, shoot. I forgot, Jackie.
Right there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You just learned something about me, though. Right?
I take back how I said you probably weren't. I'll keep track throughout the show. We'll see. I'll give you my prognosis at the end.
If I'm early onset.
Diagnosis.
Yeah. And you see what happens as soon as I can't find something. Jackie,
oh my God.
Jackie, what did I do with my dog? Okay. Okay. Atomic Habits, James Clear.
What a name, by the way, James Clear.
I know, right? He's got a great name and a great title. So good.
If his middle initial was B, I'm going to be so happy. What's your name? Jimmy B. Clear?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. If not, he should just make it up.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, early on in the book, and he says, changes that seem small and unimportant at first. You talking to your son.
Yeah.
Hey, just do something.
Yeah.
That's a change, right? I'm not doing anything. I'm
Yes.
going to do something. Changes that seem small and unimportant at first will compound into remarkable results if you're willing to stick with them for years. I don't know if it was Einstein, somebody who said the eighth wonder of the world was compounding interest.
Oh.
The power of what compounds. If you just keep, the social media, we had your wife on, my sister, and she was like, I just, posted about my journey of shaving my head and having gray hair. And then, I had 100 followers, 284,000 followers.
Yeah. And it was just more of she wanted to document it. She wasn't trying to,
but
at first, she was not trying to have an audience.
Small actions repeatedly over and over. And this is actually the power of mastery. This is this is how you become a master. I mean, this is the Karate Kid, wax on, wax off, paint the fence. Like you do this motion over and over and you're going to learn something.
Yeah.
And he says with habits, you'll end up with the same results. But with better habits, anything is possible. So he talks about do the action. And then as you do the action, you refine the action. Better habits, better results. Create a habit. Then create a better habit. He said, the only way I made progress, the only choice I had was to start small. And I hope for those listening, whether this is a creative endeavor, whether this is a business endeavor, I would call those one and the same, but there's something you want to do. What's the first action? Take one action.
Yes.
And when you do that action, what's the next action?
At first, I thought you were asking me, what's the first action? I was like, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes.
So
exactly.
Right. It's so good. And it's just the reminder to do something. You and I are living this, right? We're living in real time. We were like, hey, we want to switch from just doing a podcast to a YouTube show.
Yeah.
And what do? We were like, I guess we need to buy some new microphones. Well, we need to paint. We need to create a set. Like, okay, and dear God, Jackie, how long did it take us to get these bookshelves? Wait, yeah, like, I mean, all we want to do is build a bookshelf. Right. I mean, we got some guy had to have an insurance, and this guy, and then we had another guy. It was crazy down. Oh, we just want to put some bookshelves in, make it look nice. But you're taking action, and there's going to be resistance. Mm-hmm. Our resistance was the lady said you can't make bookshelf on our property without a special permit. Like, oh my God, we just want to make. Can't we just saw a piece of wood? So what's the next action? I guess we got to get a permit, like, right? And we just want to make our show,
right?
But that's how life works.
Yeah.
Take an action. You're going to have an obstacle. Take the next action.
Yeah.
True behavior change. Now, okay, a little shift here because this is good. Along with taking the action, I'm going to give you one more really, really beautiful thing. True behavior change is identity change. You might start a habit because of motivation, but the only reason you stick with one is that it becomes a part of your identity.
100%.
Think about you when you think of yourself as a golfer.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself as a golfer?
Yeah.
Okay. So as a golfer, what do golfers do?
Practice.
What else do they do?
Think about golf all the time.
No, this is good though. I mean, what else? Like, give me a few more. Like,
think about golf all the time. Practice, and practice involves a lot of things.
Okay.
All the irons, all the driver, the putting, chipping, all of that. Hangs out with other golfers.
Do you watch golf?
Watch golf too much. I literally pay to get ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
It's not expensive, but for one reason is because every golf tournament every weekend is on it.
So I want you to hear what you just said. As a golfer, I practice multiple phases of the game. I hang out with other golfers. I watch golf. Mm-hmm. You didn't say this, but I'm going to assume you
golf.
Actually golf.
Well, what's insane is the actual golfing is the least part.
Yeah. Which is right.
$100 a pop.
Right. It's the most expensive. But your passion for it drives you to put all this other time and all these other things that make you better at the game.
Yep.
And this is what he's saying. Once you have an identity, your energy completely shifts. The goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon. The goal is to become a runner. The goal is not to learn an instrument. The goal is to become a musician. If you're like, I haven't made my first million yet, the goal is not to make your first million. The goal is to be a millionaire.
Guess who? You're going to love this.
Oh, wow. Tell me.
Saw a quote this week.
Yes.
This week, all the NFL training camps have started.
Yes.
Saw a quote from you-know-who, baby.
Josh Allen.
Yes. And it was something about, now I don't know if he said this week, but it's certainly coming out this week. It was something about, you've done almost everything except win a Super Bowl at this point type of thing. How's that? And he literally said, at this point in my life, he goes, I think too often people, I wish I had the exact words he said, overlook the journey for the destination.
Let's go, Josh. Love
it. He
goes,
of course I want to win. Yeah. The desire to win, the drive to win, not going to go away. But basically, I'm focusing on today. Yeah. The journey of the journey of getting better, the journey of building a team, the journey. It's like, okay.
Man, let's go, Josh. I love it. And I do think you sometimes see that attachment, or we've talked a lot about that. If you're just attached to the outcome, we got to win the Super Bowl, got to win. You put all the pressure there as opposed to, I want to win a Super Bowl and I'm going to do everything within my power to get there. But I'm not the attachment to the outcome is usually what makes you freeze, what makes you stiff, what makes you not in flow.
He's one of maybe 5 guys that I know of that if he said to me, would you want to be in a relationship with me? I would think about it. I would consider it for a little bit.
That's hysterical. Well, these elite athletes have figured this out, right?
Yep.
Decide the type of person you want to be. Prove it to yourself with small wins. So if you're coaching your son, decide the type of person you want to be. Pick a name. I'm a creative. I'm a musician. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yep.
Pick that thing. Prove it to yourself with the small wins. But sit in the energy of identity. And what happens is the reticular activating device in your brain just kicks off and you begin to reshape how you show up in the world. The filter kicks in and you start to reorganize the world around, but this is who I am. I'm a golfer. So for you, like on the weekend, you're like, I'm probably going to watch golf because I'm a golfer. Like it makes sense to me. I'm a reader. I'm going to read. If a day has gone by and I haven't read, I'm like, I didn't get to read today. Like I am a reader. I have been my whole life. I love, like they're my companions. I love books, right? The focus should always be on becoming that type of person, not getting the particular outcome.
Oof.
The outcome will follow.
That's good, man.
If you go, I'm a comedian. However your comedy shows up, it will show up as time goes by.
And that just ties into expectations again, too.
We're right back to it.
Of yourself.
And what happens when you have an expectation of yourself?
Well, if you don't hit exactly what that expectation is, you are like,
you're suffering.
Oh, wow, I suck.
Yep. And what happens, I suck, goes after your identity. And now you're in the spiral and now you're in a cycle as opposed to I'm a comedian. I don't totally know how that's going to show up, but here's some small wins to prove it.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
So, and I think this was the thing, even for us doing the show, for years, probably 10 years, I've been like, I want to make a show. And I don't know, I guess in my head, I was like, well, I guess if you make a show, I got to somehow get on NBC's radar.
Right.
Netflix has got to do with
that's how we grew up. That was a show.
And I was with one producer and we made a pilot, and then I was with another producer. We made another pilot and nothing really ever happened with them. And one day I woke up and I'm like, there's a thing called YouTube. Let's make a show. If it sucks, you and I are going to have a great time.
Yep.
If it actually has any kind of value to other people, they'll watch it.
Yeah.
And if it's compounding, we just keep doing it and it has more value. Well, maybe we expand to another venue or another
avenue.
Medium. Yeah. Another medium of showing it. Yeah. Ultimately, your habits matter because they help you become the type of person you wish to be. They are the channel through which you develop your deepest beliefs about yourself. Quite literally, you become your habits.
It's good.
So good, right?
So good. Pick it up, kids.
Yep. Atomic Habits.
So we've started, one of the segments of the show from the beginning has been the mailbox.
Yes.
And we love getting questions.
Yes.
Whether it's on our Instagram, you can comment on this YouTube channel, whatever. We would love to get your questions.
Send your questions.
So.
And should I tease it? There's a free community.
Oh, definitely should tease it.
Called the Thrivalist Collective.
Yes.
That's coming soon.
Yes.
And that'll be an easy place to put your questions.
Like real soon.
Yeah. Well, like really soon. For the first time, we're going to have a digital community. And daily, we're going to be in there interacting with people.
Actually,
this is the thing I'm really super excited about. Will it be?
When you're hearing this, it's definitely going on.
It's going to be live?
Oh, yeah. Because from today, it's 11 days.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So guess what? It's live.
Yeah,
we're recording now,
live.
but when you see this, or maybe, who knows, whenever you decide to watch this show or listen while you're driving, we have a free community called the Thrivalist Collective.
Yep.
And if you're like, I just want to be in a community with other people who want to thrive, this is it. Come join us. If you're tired of the expectations, you're tired of the suffering, and you struggle with changing your habits, come join us. Welcome.
Totally.
Well, there we go.
We'll have links and stuff. You'll find it.
All the stuff. We'll have it everywhere.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, here's a question for today.
So you can ask us lots of questions there.
Question today is, I know in my head why working out and eating right is the right thing to do. Why is it so hard to stay motivated, and how do you stay motivated?
Man, this is so many of us, right? I mean, it would be interesting what the percentages of the population of like, I know this is the healthier option and I don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
Right? I mean,
some people struggle with that.
It's
Yeah.
well, let's go back. A good starting place is let's use some reinforcement. Let's go back to what we were learning from our friend James Clear. First of all, do you see yourself as an athlete?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see yourself as, oh, I'm a health nut?
Mm-hmm.
So, because what would a athlete do? What would a health nut do? If you can shift into that identity, then, well, I'm an athlete. How can I go today? Like I said, I'm a reader. I feel the discomfort if I go a day without reading. I love it too. I long for it. If I'm an athlete, wait, I didn't do something athletic today.
Right.
And even if you go, well, I didn't grow up as an athlete. I didn't, I played individual sports, or I only played team sports for a couple of years, or I didn't play sports. Well, you probably did something active.
Yeah.
And pick the name that works for you. And you just define what does an active person do, which maybe that's your term. Oh, I'm an active person. Well, did I do something active today? Because they're saying sitting is the new smoking.
Oh, right.
Our problem in society is that we just sit too much.
That's concerning because usually if I'm smoking, I'm sitting. It's two birds with one stone there.
You gotta walk around while you smoke.
Yeah.
If that cigar's in your hand, Shane, you can't be sitting. You're gonna stand somewhere.
Take some walk breaks.
But that walk break is real.
Yeah.
The Whoop or the Aura Ring, these are beneficial now. Right now, like mine is like, hey, whoa, isn't it time to stretch your legs? And I'm like, yeah, actually,
it is.
It is. So, but one thing would be the question is like, well, why don't I? Well, the first and foremost, probably you haven't shifted your identity.
Yeah.
So if I'm an active person and I didn't do something active today, I'm now going to feel out of my integrity because, well, wait, I'm not showing up in the world in such a way that is reflective of who I am.
Right.
Right. So I love what he's saying because it kind of skips a whole lot of other like self-motivating things.
Yep.
Of like, what's your identity? Now you might you go, but I don't know if that's actually me. Well, it's not you until it becomes second nature.
Yeah.
So two things. Number one, start with a mantra. This is mindset stuff. I would put on your screensaver, whatever else, every day. I'm a millionaire. I'm a reader. I'm a golfer.
Mm-hmm.
I am an active person. Whatever the thing is, put it down, say it. Say it. Say it.
Yeah, that's
say
good.
it. Now start to do it.
Do
it. What are these small actions that are leading me to? And by the way, it might be as simple as like I take a walk after dinner and by the way, this is a health thing. After dinner, about 10 to 15 minutes, you increase your digestion, you cut down on glucose production if you take a walk after dinner. So it's probably not a super huge lift. Do a 10 to 20 minute walk after dinner. That's it. If you just did that, first of all, you helped your digestion. You probably you cut down on the fat you might have put on. You were active, and now you go do that 21 days in a row, and your brain goes, I guess I am an active person.
Yeah.
Now there's a starting place, right? Now he says, good, you got a habit. Now what's the better habit? Okay, well, I walk. I'm going to walk twice a day, not once a day. I'm going to get 10,000 steps in today. I'm going to start building muscle. Pick the thing, right? So I think that's the thing. The question was, what do I do? This is still work for me in terms of the working out nutrition thing. I'm pretty good on the nutrition thing. I would say I do have identity around I'm a healthy eater. That would be consistent with my integrity. In terms of my activity, my self-abandonment shows up in that I will put other people's needs or wants in front of my calendared, because it is on my calendared I'll break an agreement with myself. My value exchanges. Wait, this person is here. They have this want. And the relationship sometimes trumps that habit.
Right.
So this is where I still have work to do. And I can take my own medicine here. One of the things that I can continue to, wait, I'm an athlete. What do I do? Playing pickleball last night was also, you got to make it simple, right?
Yep.
Crush Yard is outside my office.
Yep.
I don't have an excuse. Like, I can play pickleball easily once or twice a week. This is easy, right? So, okay, I'm a pickleball player.
Right.
what do pickleball players do? Just like Shane, hang out with other pickleball players. They play pickleball. They practice, right? So that's a great question. And let's just go right back to James's statement, because that could be pretty thematic for us. Take a simple action.
Yeah. I like the become your identity thing.
Yeah.
Or
have
that part of whatever you're working toward be part of your identity.
Start with your identity.
I am this.
Start with your identity. Take the action.
Beautiful.
So artifact, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I have been part of a company for the last 9 months. Mm-hmm. It's almost a year. And I'm going to show you the coolest thing that I have found. And there is no question in my mind, it is the best on the planet.
Okay. I like that. There we go. Kevlar.
All right, our artifact, no. Kevlar.
Kidding.
Some people do think that. Like, so I wear this in the gym. I've wore this playing pickleball. Obviously, if I go for a walk or a run. So this is the Ion vest. This is a weighted vest.
Yes.
They started out when they first came out, they're about 10, 11 pounds. They're now offering some vests that have a little bit more weight in them. So you can get 12, 15. And really this came from conversations with the military.
Wow.
So one of my dear friends, the founder of Ion, he was just telling me the other day, which I think he's in the neighborhood. But he was just telling me the other day about how, with the military, a lot of kids come in who are gamer kids. They don't necessarily have the muscle structure that they need. And you can't be like, hey, throw it with that 70-pound pack on, hit the hill. Like they injure themselves. Yeah. So the military is like, hey, we need a hack. Like we need a way to slowly,
Not all of them can fly drones.
No, that's right. We
don't need that many drone
have some
pilots.
Boots on the ground. So what a beautiful thing. And I hope Brent brings this up because he's got a passion for, he loves America, loves the young men who are willing to put their lives on the line, and the contribution to be able to go, hey, I think I might have the answer. And so they've been having conversations. Maybe he'll give us an update on that. But talk about a simple action. Hey, I want to increase my fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Put a vest on.
Seriously.
You didn't go buy a gym. You didn't buy a gym membership. You didn't put a weight rack in your basement. Put a weighted vest on.
And what are you doing? Mowing the grass?
Walking around,
leaves, whatever you're doing, wear the vest.
And the ladies' vests are gorgeous. Like I'm just, I got ladies who, working women, they're on Zoom and they're wearing this super cool weighted vest. And they're like, well, I'm burning calories. I'm sitting here on a Zoom call. And so what he has figured out with this thing is just absolutely fantastic. And when it comes to taking a simple action, this is a great way to take a simple action. Awesome. Jackie, is Brent in the neighborhood?
Sweet.
Because if so,
let's get him on in here.
I would love for you guys to hear from the guy who created this thing. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. So we had you on the podcast. We talked a little bit about this vest. So many things have continued to happen in your world. I don't know if we ever got to this. Where does the name Ion come from?
So the Greek mythology.
Okay, love it.
Yeah, and so I had a guy that came in early on, maybe 2.5 years ago, connected through a friend, became the president of the company before we even opened.
Okay.
Different times for different people. He's no longer here, but I said to the team, like I've got Gravity Up, I've got Adventure, I've got some names, but I don't think, we looked at names to go across the world with and couldn't do it with the ones I had. And I just threw it out there for about 2 weeks. One day in a meeting, he goes, hey, boss, I got the name. And he goes, Ion. And I went, woo!
No
you can feel it.
Yeah, it was like, it was over.
And
I go, where'd you get it? Tell me about it. And it's really about evolution. It's about movement. But I don't know where he actually grabbed it from.
Yeah.
But it lit me up, and here we are. So it's a powerful, powerful name that needed to be representing what we built.
I want to talk to you about what's happening in your life now, what you're passionate about, what's happening with the vest, obviously. But let's start with, for people who didn't catch the podcast, Tom Peters is famous for saying all innovation comes from pissed off people.
Yeah.
And I want just give us a brief recap of your story.
Sure.
You got injured. You're trying to get your health back. You can't find anything that works.
Yeah, right.
It's just such the quintessential story of like, well, damn it, I'm going to make something.
That's it. That's it.
So tell us what happened and where the vest came from.
So lost my health in 07, 08. I like to say I gave it away.
Okay.
In a big way. Lost a ton of weight, was unhealthy, didn't know if I'd make it another day. That's in the book. Hopefully, I know we've communicated.
Yeah, The Gravity of Up, yes.
But what happened then was I got in amazing shape for 15 years. I then recaptured my health and was like on fire, going to get better all the time and every day, right? And so 2020 in COVID, I had sold my company 3 years earlier. I was in an earnout, was looking for what was next. I knew I had a bigger platform, this being part of that platform, to speak my experience, what I do, how I've transformed my life from 07, 08 to now this guy of health, getting healthier. And I tore my supraspinatus doing long drive golf ball contests professionally.
And where is that? What is that?
That is right here. And I tore it off the bone. I had done some treatments to it that I think kind of weren't healthy for it because of all the difficulties with COVID. The protocols had changed, and I couldn't get in to see a doctor. I was supposed to see a PT, and they're like, "Oh, take this test and take that test," and we're closed. And I went to play and was practicing, and in a swing, it tore.
Oh my heavens.
And so took me to my knees. I knew the golf was probably over. Over a few months, my body, through PT, through the surgery, through time, now this ripped body at 60-year-old, lost 10 pounds of muscle, went to fat. And I went, all right, what am I going to do? Had some ideas, had never worn weight before, but knew that I needed a tool because I'm now, 61, going, all right, how do I get that body back? Yeah. I can't really work longer or harder. Right. I've now got a bummed shoulder. Now what's that secret? So something told me about weight, and it wasn't any body. Nobody said, hey, have you tried weight? Yeah. My thought process of people that wore weight was like, why are they doing that? They're already working hard in the gym. Why would they wear weight? Yeah. And so there was a stigma, 100%. Okay. As I started to go, I don't know about that, but I need to get this off. How do I do that? Why I wear weight? Could a couple of those modalities be going on at the same time? I didn't know. So I first ordered every weight vest on the market, which was like 7 at that time, maybe 6, because it wasn't a thing 5 years ago for sure. Yeah. And they hurt my body. They looked terrible. Every step I took, it was worse. Hurt my traps, hurt my back, hurt my shoulder, and it was ugly. Like they were shoving bean bags and steel plates, and every movement I got, exactly. I'm trying to keep what I got. Like, this is what God gave me. I got to survive whatever He gives me with this, and it hurt my body. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to build my body up, not take it backwards and then up again. I wanted none of that because I'd just been set back for months with the shoulder. So over a process of maybe a year and a half, started loading things, found compression, knew what compression was. And that was key, that I already knew what compression was through the sleeves on an airplane. I was already wearing it for my legs. So I knew what compression would do, and that's blood flow. And then the vest came into play with the neoprene, which is from the oil patch. I was a former welder and pipe guy, so it was all in alignment there. And then steel slugs into the vest, which you have in front of you. But ultimately, the tool is really complicated. The science is really, if you just said, what's the outcome? And it's transformation. People are like, what is that transformation? Well, it's stronger, leaner. It's a better body. It's a healthier body. We'll get into a little bit about my executive test that I've had in the last 3 months. I am the healthiest I've ever been in my life.
What?
And thought I was dying 17 years ago. Wanted to die because of my health. And now they're like we've never seen anybody here. Not at your age, but at any age.
What?
And it's truly incredible. I got a video yesterday. I was like, hey, like what you told me the other day, like I really want to digest that. And my lungs, my heart, how they're building the lung capacity, the VO2 max, that's so important. Like, here I am. And I feel like that's an adventure that I haven't even been on yet. I'm now a senior citizen going, I can go higher.
Wow.
Like I'm proving it to myself almost by mistake. Wow. I want it bad. But it was the tool that has really transformed my body.
Stay there for a second because all these other people have created vests. No one had done neoprene. No one had done compression.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's copied you yet, but no one else had done this.
Right.
had you not, before you walked in, one of the things we were talking about was, well, you want to do a thing, and most of us are paralyzed because we don't know how.
Yeah.
We don't know. Well, I don't know how to get there, and I'm not totally sure what it'll be when I get there.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume, well, clearly from what you said, that was not in your head when you started.
No.
What would you say to other entrepreneurs or people that are not even entrepreneurs? They're frustrated about something.
Yeah.
There's something in the world that they wish was different. And you it sounds like, with one simple action. Tell us about that. What was it do you agree with that? Take an action, take a small action, compound it over time. Just tell us a little bit about how that benefited you.
Yeah, I think I was passionate about my health. And so if you're passionate about something, it doesn't always mean it translates into the monetary piece, which is, I've now at that point, 6 years old, I had enough money to go, okay, I don't have to work, but I was passionate about my health, passionate about other people and bringing them along. I trained so many people, my wife, Christina included, for the last 10 years. I wanted to transfer what I knew, what I had been graced with, into others.
So there's part of the identity.
Yep.
I'm passionate about my health. I am a healthy person.
Yes.
So that naturally is going to play out in my actions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it was easy for me. I've been reflecting lately as I'm writing my bios and get ready for podcasts. And this is my second one of 4 in the next 4 weeks. But like where I came from and where I'm at today as a, welder not that many years ago, but knowing that the number one thing I was passionate about was not just once I regained it, how was I going to continue to push Father Time?
Sure.
And that competition, the most important one in our life about our health, because I didn't have mine 17 years ago, I recognized clearly what that's like. And now a lot of comebacks after a lot of surgeries. I've had 4 surgeries in 4 years. And every time I'm like, all right, I'm going to go into this surgery the best shape of my life. The doctors aren't going to say, your blood pressure's high.
Right.
You're this, you're that.
Right.
And I got to interrupt you here. You just said that these doctors have told you you're in the best shape of your life, and you've had 4 surgeries in the last 4 years.
Makes it even crazier, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And so it's a miracle almost, but it's definitely discipline. It's definitely new modalities coming, which we'll talk about the movement. I heard you guys talking about movement. Tap it into movement as medicine, and 100% we know how to move. We know how to put resistance against our body, which is very important at my age. Like, it's the most important thing. VO2 max is right here.
Talk about that. For people who don't know what a VO2 max is.
Yeah.
What is that?
So your body's ability to absorb oxygen at the highest level is VO2 max. And at that level where you're able to absorb that, what are you able to really do at that level? And so if it's low, like you're not going to get through an hour workout, you're probably going to be 10 minutes. You're not going to get through 10 minutes of cardio, it's probably 3 minutes. So building up your metabolic, but more your lungs, your heart into a place where.
So there's an intentionality to increase your VO2 max so that you can actually expand your ability to exercise.
Yeah. And what they say is, now I said this we did a partnership with a company called 3 Studios. And I got on with like 30 of their people. And I was like, at 20 minutes in, and like I'm bravado and I'm talking about this and go see me in Muscle Fitness. And I go, can you see me tripping and falling and dying a couple days later?
Right.
And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, I'm of that age where if I trip and fall, break a hip, it's 1 out of 10, I might go away. That thought process continues to push me to, that's not happening to me. 100%. And so God's in total control here, right? But I'd like to think that I'm in.
But here's how I can participate.
I participate.
I can control this.
Yeah. And there's a balance to all that, right? But I think the key is being open-minded. I'm now 65. Supplements are better, whether it's peptides, whether it's information. Michael Holland came into my life, a movement specialist that I want to talk about today. Because I think like elevating what you already do, finding out new things. Like my job today is to inspire the people that are listening to us, but also impact them, not just by my walk, but how can they do things a little different? What have I experienced? 4 surgeries, life really changing 17 years ago with the people that came into my life that fed into me. Like, I can't let them down.
Yeah.
Those guys are now in their 80s, but they fed into me and gave me life and a purpose that I didn't have at 47 years old. So I owe them the gratitude of being as good as I can be every day.
Wow. Gosh, that's beautiful. Let's go there. Let's talk about movement. And for people who are listening who go, I like to move more, but I don't.
Yeah.
and especially people who are older, what would you say? This is why this is most important. And give us, you're really good at this. I've been around you enough. A number of different times I'll hear you go, look, if you don't do anything else, do this. Yeah. And I like that because we're back to our conversation of like, take this action. Because sometimes it can be like, I don't know, if I do red light, then what? But if I do red light therapy, can I take peptides? Some people get overwhelmed in the whole thing. And multiple times I've heard you say these modalities are all helpful, but I'm going to tell you, if the bottom line, do this. And you often are, when we're working out together, you said to me, look, at the end of the day, it's about this. Yeah. So take us to movement and take us to those bottom fundamentals.
Yeah. Yeah. So I always go back to 17 years ago, the people that came. What I learned first and foremost was how to respect my body, because I was not doing that for 47 years. So tapping in, grounding, whatever God gave you, which was sunlight, which was the moon, which was the stars, which was the trees
earth.
and the birds.
Yeah.
Like really I'm at a different level with that today. I'm more grateful today for the free things, the things that were given to us than I was even 3 or 4 years ago.
Wow.
Like grateful that I get to enjoy them, grateful that they impact my life and that I understand them in a different way. Like it's one thing to be grateful and it's one thing to be abundant, but feeling that way versus like saying it. Like this morning I'm in review over the last few weeks. Like we go hard every day. We have to find something, and it could be different for everybody, but what's worked for me is really getting in the sunlight, getting grounded, moving with the motion, load your joints, load your knees, load it. Loading is blood flow.
Talk
Number
about
one.
load.
Loading is blood flow.
Define load.
Yeah, load is when you have more weight on a body part than just walking. So now it can be walking, but it is putting weight on that wasn't there before. So really hijacking your metabolism, which I'll tap back into that too, which is continue to evolve in my own life, how my lungs and all that works. But really oxygen is going to burn your fat. And the fat oxygen mix is energy. It's your metabolism. And the higher that your this capacity goes, the more fat you get to burn, the more energy you have. It's key.
Yeah,
like it continues to go up.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
No. People do not describe this well. Well,
the progression of the vest. Yes. Like we get into that. Like, all right, we were wearing 10 pounds. I heard you say now we're wearing 15 pounds. When I started the business, I couldn't wear 15 pounds. I'm now 65 and going, give me 15 pounds.
Wow.
Because I've now built my body up. Muscular skeletal is now ready for that. Tendons, ligaments, the entire body has conditioned itself to a different level and is ready for progressive load, which we get into with the military. What do they need? What do they want? But ultimately, I think I answered your question, but maybe not.
No, keep going on. Well, I'll tell you what. Before I have you do that, the one thing that's shifted with me. This is since Dr. Kelstein was on and being around you. So the two of you, I go out in the morning. I take my shoes off. I walk through the grass and I look up into the sky. So I'm taking in the sun, and I got a golden retriever, so I'm off and walking ranger, and. That simple, like here's a simple exercise I'm not going to miss.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's free. The sun is free. Yeah. The earth is free. Yeah. I so love when you just said, like, by the way, I'm kind of appreciating the free stuff more than ever. Yeah. Like there are so many of these things are around it. I think that's the other intimidating factor. I can't get into this because it's cost so much money to, do the thing. No, start with free.
Yeah.
And then what I love about the vest is the investment in the vest for me. I mean, you gave me a large and you're like, you stay at this, you're going to come back to me. And sure enough, I'm like, I think I need a medium. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, my body's actually changing. Look what's happening from the small, and when I showed up to the gym, I was the only person wearing the vest. Yeah. People were and I got some cracks like, what are you wearing, Kevlar? You got it. I'm like,
soon.
I'm wearing weight, and I got a hat going on that you don't have. And it's funny in the beginning where people kind of joked or they made comments. Now people are like, hey, what is it? Well, tell me about your vest. Yeah. There is something changing in the stigma of wearing weight. So
I see people every single day.
Out walking
every single day wearing some type of weight.
Yeah. It's literally. So for sure there's this recognition of its value. Yeah. But if you're not wearing ion, you don't get the compression.
Yeah.
And there's so much that's happening in the compression.
Yeah.
So Mike Holland came into your life, and you said this movement that matters has become even more important, more significant to you. Mm-hmm. Drop in some more detail there.
Yeah. So movement is one thing. If you're connecting with your body, connecting with the earth, moving, loading, breathing at the same time, like what's that like? And it's almost like we'll call it dancing. We'll call it ballroom dancing, where it's not the cha-cha, it's breath, it's movement, it's again sunlight. We're doing 5 things at once. But we're building our bodies up at the same time. Sometimes I'll get in a hurry. You might only have an hour and a half to go. Like, I need to pump some iron today. Yeah. Man, if I move first, I'm lubricating now 65-year-old knees, 65-year-old elbows, ankles. Like, all that is so important. It's not a stretch. It's a movement. We're lubricating. We're moving our muscles, our tendons, our joints, and the blood flow is so, so important. We're tapping. We're creating,
like the Qigong stuff.
We're doing the Qigong stuff.
Yeah,
I'm bringing, if I got a bad elbow, I want to hit that a little harder. I need blood flow. That's
blood flow.
That's blood flow. That is creating anti-inflammatory, which is blood. It's oxygen and blood. As soon as I tap it, my body goes, oh,
I'm supposed to pay attention to that?
It reacts, yes.
Which is why compression, and how many people ever wear anything compressed around your stomach? You don't. So when you put a vest on, your body's like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to pay attention to that?
Yes. Yeah.
Which is powerful. The other thing that was really interesting in our last workout, you said to me, hey, when we were young in the gym, we started static. Right. Like, hey, don't swing your arms. And you see, people at the extreme, like these huge swings. You're like, no, start static, lift, static, lift. Right. And you said to me, hey, at our age, actually, we want a little motion first. Yeah. And this is back to that lubricating thing. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't lift a weight or do anything until you had me through probably 20 minutes of just doing this other kind of lubricating thing. Yeah. So for people who are on the other end, they're like, oh, I've been in weightlifting. I've been in weight training. This is part of my life. Hey, how you're lifting matters. And as you age, shift how you're lifting.
Absolutely.
This is what you're learning in terms of how the body works and lubrication and everything else. What if you were to summarize all of that? If you were to go, hey, here's one simple step I want you listen to this podcast and you get all this information today, go do this. What would it be?
Yeah. What we started with, like the movement piece, tap into Michael Holland on Instagram, Facebook. I only watch Instagram. I'm sure I've got the other things and TikTok and YouTube. But really from the expert. You want to learn from the expert. I'm a student. I'll always be a student of wellness. It's not a life hack to go, man, I got to get outside and I move and I've got sunlight. I'm breathing. I'm tapping into your body. How many people in your audience do you think it's truly ever felt by breathing the inside of their body? How many? That takes... That evolves over time.
Embodiment.
It's breath
true
work.
Embodiment.
It's true. It's a desire. Yes, it's a discipline, but to really go when I'm done with a workout and go, thank you, and know what my body has done for me and how it's performed, like that's gratitude on a higher level.
Whoa,
that is but somebody's got to tell you that to go, yeah. What did your body just do for you? What does it do for you every day? Like, without this temple, what do we have? I've experienced not having it, and I think that's why. What people get from me is so inspirational because I want more of what I almost lost completely.
Yes. The concept of embodiment is so good, Brent. Like, how often are we just thankful that our body works in the way that it does? Am I thankful for how I shift and how I walk? And like the simple thing. I remember the first time I meditated and they were like, feel the breath through your nose, feel it exit across your tongue. And I was like, what? Like, to your point, like I never took time to think about that.
Right.
But it's putting you in your body, as opposed to, it's pretty easy to be disassociative, be lost in our minds, totally disconnected from our body, not enjoying the temple, and then ultimately not caring for the temple. It's so good. Can we talk a little bit about the military and your passion for for soldiers and
for sure,
and what's happening, what's evolving, what's emerging?
It's a huge subject. And I think before I go there, though, you were just the whole gratitude piece. You mentioned that I had the 4 surgeries. That's over 2 years off. So it's very fresh in my mind what I had, what I didn't have, how I got it back.
Yes.
How I still went higher. And I think most people go, oh damn, I'm down. Am I going to get back?
Yep.
I think there's a key
people give
point
up there.
They give up, or they go, I want to be right back where I was. Impossible. Impossible to go back to flow state. Flow state, we don't know what we did. We may know how we got there, but we don't think about that. We're just doing. The doing will get you back in trouble if you go, oh, I've been hurt. I'm going to PT and I'm going to go right back there. That's where the give up sometimes starts again. Yeah. It's like a golfer. He's going to go back to the driving range after he's been hurt.
Yeah.
Go down to AAA, figure out your swing again. You got to go back down to the bottom of the mountain and look up and go, all right, I know where I was. How did I get there? You got to retrace those steps.
Which means I got to be humble enough to go back and do the small really want things again. Yeah.
But it can come back. It comes back if you'll be patient right there.
That's good.
If you lose patience and start pushing it, it's iffy, especially at 65 years old, whether you're going to get back there or not. That piece of advice only comes from doing, from being, and the comebacks that I've made.
Oh, that's
and
good.
It's not, I'm no hero, but I am a life force. I'm a life example of what can be done in your body, in your life.
Yeah, sure.
Because not just because I care about purpose, but people that feed into me, that law of attraction.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm getting that from this guy, you. Everybody wants to help. That's our value. I want to help you. You want to help me. The value exchange is so key. And as this company grows, as my brand grows, that's what I'm after. I got into this to share. I've been given so much. But the comeback piece, real important. You don't get impatient. Know that you can if you follow where you were and follow that path back up.
I'm glad you stepped into that because that's a very important piece.
Yeah, because there was a point, the first surgery, I was like, all right, I'm going to be hitting at 100 miles
Yes.
again. Not right away, not ever, but I made shifts. And I'm stronger, healthier than I probably could go back to it, but now I have different purpose.
Yeah, right.
And that adventure and purpose in your body and your health, like it's free, almost free. That's an adventure that is like going to Italy. It's like, I'm going to go to Italy next year. Man, the adventure of what you get to see, that's really, it's not completely free, but it's damn near free if you just get in the sunlight, do those things, try to eat pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? It all matters. Going all in. Yeah, I go all in. It's key, especially at my age, at your age, at anybody's age.
How many hours a day? If somebody's like, "Hey, how many hours do I need to devote to this?" Because look, you're an entrepreneur. Yeah. You're a worker. I've watched you. You dog it sometimes. You're grinding.
Yeah.
You kind of don't have to, but because of your purpose, you're driven to do it.
Yeah.
How many hours a day do you devote to this? How do you structure the day?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half.
Okay.
And I'm done by 8:00.
Okay.
I stretch at night, but that hour and a half is critical. If I don't get that, I'm off. I don't feel good about
it in
me.
Your body. Yeah.
I know I've lost something. The days off are recovery days, and those are important. How you recover.
Okay.
Like you just don't wake up and go, oh, today's a recovery day. I do nothing. I sit on the couch and watch TV. That's when your red light hits. That's when your sauna hits, or that's where
my recovery days when I'm reading other things.
But I'm still doing something to motivate what
yes.
The me. The purpose is always, it really never stops. My wife asked me the other day, how much do you think about all those things that you do? I was like, honey, you already know the answer. like you're part of that 80%, but truly tapped into what can I do better? It's not a violent, it's not a vibration like this, but it's a thought process of what can I do new? And I want to see results, like number one. And the results that you get at this age versus 40 or 30 are way different. But that progression, and we're going to talk about the progressive overload, all that residual, that vest, what it's done for my body and everybody else's that wears it, it's residual. It's every day. It's 5 days a week. I'm 4 years in and I've never, ever been better.
Wow. When I was asking you, we started this conversation about identity and you said, well, I'm a golfer. What do golfers do? And you said, well, I think about it all the time. Identity, right?
Yep.
I am a healthy man who is going to be at peak, who functions at peak performance. What happens? You think about it all the time. You hang out with other people who want to function the same way. Like, this is it. For people who go, hey, how do I build new habits? This is a master class on changing your identity and taking simple actions. Let's go to the science of load and what's happening with the military?
So I think and this is all learned, right? Before the military, like I knew about rucking. I've never rucked. Like I built a weight vest. I built something to move in.
Right.
I want to move. That was who I was. I didn't want to go to the rehab market because that's not who I was. There's a place for that everywhere, but I never rucked. I never put weight on and walked or walked up a hill. Whatever rucking means to you. Mm-hmm. The military invented the word, the ruck, right? And so when I found out about, well, it's a really cool story how we got here. And I wish I could say I planned it, but I didn't. And I think that's worth sharing. And so 3 years ago, before we opened the company, 2.25 years ago, I was looking for data. Found a physiologist in Phoenix and was introduced to him and gave him a vest and said, hey, tell me what it would take to get the data that I'm looking for, our fit test, walking, all the data, bring people in. What's that going to cost? How much time? He never got back to me. He got back to me like 3 or 4 months later. I'd already gone on. I'd already hired somebody else and never heard from me again. Well, he was tapped into somebody that takes military performance kits to the Department of War. Oh. So he had the vest. He did the test on his own body and said, hey, you might want to get a hold of these guys. They can change our men and women in our country.
So Gary never says anything to you, but in the background, he's still checking it all out for himself.
So this is what's cooler. So I get on this Zoom call and I didn't really look at the participants. There were 7 or 8 participants. I didn't know any of them other than, hey, I was introduced through an associate that said, hey, Mickey and General Granger are going to be on this call. There'll be some others on it. They didn't even know who was on the call. So I get on this call and it was me and Shane Wallen, who you know. There's 7 people on the other side of this call. 2 or 3 minutes in, I hear a guy speaking into me like he knows me. And I'm looking around and the only guy I can figure out it is because you got 9 people on the screen and I don't even know who's talking and I'm thinking about what I'm supposed to be thinking about. And there's this one guy who's in the sunlight, the sun's above his head, he's got sunglasses on. I hadn't seen him in 2.5 years. And here it's this guy, this physiologist that I gave a vest to, who came back to me 3 months later. It was way too expensive and he was way too late. And they vetted me. They knew about the vest. They knew about my desire to do whatever I do and do it well. And here he is. And I had to roll back and go, like, who is that guy? And there was David Jack. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, Dave, like, what's up? He goes, dude, you gave me a vest and here we are. And so you talk about destiny.
Wow.
You talk about like most of us are trying to bust in a door. It just opened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Since it opened 7 months ago, we're talking about progressive overload. What I undid, and I'll back into this, was we started out with an original weight, the original weight that I've worn for 4 years, the original optimal weight that I think somebody starting out, which 99% of people have never worn weight consistently or trained in weight, should wear. We believe we are the experts. We believe we weighted it perfectly. We tried up higher weights and slowed us down. We never worn weight either.
Can I add one more weight? We're like, no, don't injure yourself. Trust us.
Yes, trust me. And so what we did about 7 or 8 months ago, about the time the military came, I started wearing heavier weight than I wore 4 years ago and went, I can do this and my body's ready for it. And I started studying the science of progressive overload, the musculoskeletal reactions. And I was like, all right, this is the natural progression. If I had kind of plateaued and went, all right, I've had 4 surgeries, but now I'm not moving again. What's my own tool going to do for me? So I added 50% more weight to my own tool and started training and started seeing results. The cool thing is the VO2 max, your metabolism now picks that 10 pounds up. You think about when you walk in a gym and you don't really want to be there. A minute into the treadmill, you're like, okay, it's blood flow. It's blood flow. It's metabolism. It's oxygen. All that starts to trigger. It's energy, but it's metabolism. So when we think about that and we now walk in with 15 pounds, my metabolism already knows what 10 pounds is. It's used to that. It's used to your body weight. Your body is used to your body weight. It's when you hijack your body, your metabolism has a decision and it makes the right decision if you're a healthy person. But that oxygen is going to burn more fat, which is energy and metabolism. Now it's dropped this on and my body goes, yeah, I can do that. I didn't know until I went.
Wow.
Did not know. And so at the same time, I'm going, all right, does everybody need this? Yeah, probably. And now the military needs something even heavier, right? You get these young men and women that are in their 20s that are going to be fighting for their own lives, not just ours, real soon. So everything is either kill or be killed with those guys. So I was like, all right, what am I going to do to take that to the next level? Once challenged, like, how are you going to help our country? That's an easy challenge to take on if you're me or anybody else, right? Really? I've been chosen? How can I do that?
Right.
So what we did 7 months ago was start to put 50% more weight in. I already had the prototypes, was already doing it, was seeing the results in my own body. And then I went, how do we go 50% heavier than that for the military? And we just created that.
Wow.
I just got possession of that on Monday.
Oh my God.
So we just signed our letter of intent with the Osprey Group to take this to the Department of War.
Oh my goodness.
It got signed last night.
Oh
so
my
cool,
gosh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
so cool.
It's truly, like, I didn't bring it because I didn't want to lug it in here and be sweating when I got here. But ultimately, it looks just like that. It performs just like that. It's just, I'm really blown away on the way it looks, the way it handles, but ultimately the modalities behind it.
Yeah.
The thought process is this, and now that we're tapped in the military, for 3 months, our recruits, those that 90% of them aren't going to make it, or they're going to be broke down by the time they're really ready to defend our country and we're paying them, is to get this on them for 3 months, write the protocols, all the programming, and then have the ability to watch through a sensor device all their data.
All their vitals.
We'll go to a centralized data point. And now if they don't want to do it, like, then you're not paying them. You're not bringing them in to go on disability. Like, get them in shape before they get to boot camp so that we now can have these 200,000 men or women that are coming every year to get to where we're trying to get them. That is to protect our country in our interests. So
amazing.
It's been a cool, I didn't know we could do it. Like, I didn't know what the outer limits of this was, but I know we can go higher by some really simple design changes with some webbing inside to protect the vertical and horizontal movement. This is really cool. But when I saw that, I got a little emotional. Again, I didn't bring it, but I've got pockets inside to change the weights. We're now changing weights, and now OG, or what we now sell to the public, will be go where you want to go. Like my suggestion is it's a progressive movement, not so I can sell more vests, but you want to build up. You do not want to come backwards and then go, that's that forced surgery thing. Like, nobody wants to do that. Everything in my surgery was created over 60 some years. It wasn't the vest. It was elbows and shoulders. The vest had nothing to do with that. The knee, I had done a full knee 18 months ago. I tore my ACL at 36 years old. So everything I'd done was the previous, work.
When you weren't
work
taking care of the temple, yes.
And when I didn't take care of it, didn't have a day of rest, didn't have a day of gratitude, all those things that I do now. So
Brent,
we're here, man.
It's inspiring. Where can people go? They want to hear about Ion. They want to get a vest. Where do they go?
Ion.gear. They go to Ion.gear. They go to Gravity Bup. Here's the cool thing about the Gravity Bup.
And it's AI.
AION. Ion. The A is silent, but nothing about Ion is in that book.
Yeah.
And so
your
like,
story was just your story.
My story was, hey, I tore my shoulder and now it's time to tell my story, which was the story of grace, all the people that came, trainer, life coach, a church. That was my story. That's really all the stories. There's, I don't know, 14 chapters there. One's chapter 11 is Christina. I always like to mention. I see her in an hour and it's real important. But ultimately, like the people that came. Yeah. And that inspires me today as I do my bios. I hope I sent you a bio. It's like, the life I've got to live the second half of my life. And it's really not the second half. It was at 47 to most of us aren't living to 94 years old. Right. And so I was already in the second part of my life going, I've got a lot of life that I've been given here in the last 17 years. And I'm really grateful for.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
Thank you for being here. Shane and I have this fun thing that we do on the show. It's called Free Association.
It's called what?
Free Association.
Free Association. Yeah.
We say a word and you say whatever word comes to your mind. Okay. And don't overthink it. It's absolutely the first, no filter. The first word that comes to your mind. Okay. So Shane goes, then I go, then you go, then Shane goes, and we're just saying words. Okay. For the fun of it. It's truly for the hell of it. There's no other reason.
No association to the word. It's just another word.
Whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
It's a fun experiment to see where our minds are.
Yeah.
Shane's is usually in the gutter, but no, it's not. Okay. All right, Shane, you get to start.
Weight.
Best.
Evolution.
Theory.
Darwin.
That was a hard one. I'm going to shift. Gratitude.
Book.
Gravity.
Always up. Up.
Mayor.
Did you say mayor? I want to say there was a Netflix show that East Town. I'm just going to say it. I think I have the wrong name, but East Town.
Okay.
Lioness.
Good show, by the way.
Sheridan.
Yeah.
Hills.
Jeremy.
Camp.
Coward.
Honor.
Loyalty.
Thieves.
Every day came to my mind.
Okay. Every day. Release. What?
Gas.
More gas. I was going brake, but it's always gas, brake.
These are the old guys.
More gas. Fire.
Truck.
Water. That's boring.
No, stay. It's first
water.
word. No,
yeah.
boring's good.
Go.
Bloat.
Did you say bloated?
I was.
Did you say bloat?
I was going to say bloated and then try to stop at bloat, and I think I bloated.
And where'd you go?
Blood. Either one.
Okay,
Bloat.
give me a word.
Bloat.
Bloat. Moat.
Cold.
Sinus.
Infection.
Resurrection.
Native American.
Tonto.
Cherokee.
Choctaw.
Shane Glover.
A what?
Land on that one. He is Choctaw. He's like a tiny bit, but it
I've
comes
got
up.
4% Cherokee.
You're way ahead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
My great
It's not a competition.
grandfather was. What'd you say?
It's not a competition. He said how little I was and used the thing. I said, "Oh, you're way more." It's fine, guys.
So good.
You know that this is home of the Cherokee Nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
My sister wrote a book. Don't ask me the name. But it's about the Cherokees. It's about the walk.
the Trail of Tears.
Yes.
We're neighbors in Oklahoma.
Because that's where they went.
Yeah. Like literally Choctaw and Cherokee live like right here in Oklahoma. Their base.
Well, once again, Brent, thank you for being
for real,
here.
man.
My pleasure.
Great to have you with
My
us.
pleasure.
Inspiring, bud.
Yes,
Seriously.
thank you.
Oh, thank you. No, thank
Really
you for
good.
the opportunity.
Appreciate
Cool.
it. We got too excited there.
Well, I got so excited I wanted to say goodbye to Brent. But we still have our exercise.
Yes.
Is there something else I'm missing? Just
No.
the exercise.
Just the exercise.
Okay, we have an exercise for
Yeah.
you. What kind of person would never even question this behavior?
Which behavior?
The behavior that you want in your life. So we'll do it in real time. What would be one behavior you would like to see adjust, you'd like to shift? A new behavior you'd like, a new habit you'd like to be in your life.
I would have said this differently before today, but now the answer is I want a shift in my identity that I am a fit person. And the other thing, I hope I'm not going off of
No,
where
that's
you're
great.
trying to go.
Good, no, that's good.
The other thing that I thought of was I need to take the template that I have in my brain for golf
Mm-hmm.
and put it on working out.
Brilliant. If I gave just half of the energy I give to golf to being fit,
Yep.
what might shift?
Something. Which is good.
I love it. So, what kind of person would never even question that they are a fit person? So that's where you go. This is I'll give you mine. When he was talking about the VO2 max, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's kind of measurable.
Yeah.
I want to increase my VO2 max. So
Yeah.
here's the behavior. So there's some behavior that's going to help me increase my VO2 max. I think I have a pretty good idea from Brent. I'm going to put my ion vest on. I'm going to work out. I'm going to dial that in though. What do I need to know within my workout? Because I want to be really clear about how do I shift VO2 max. Is that, do I need to do more cardio? Do I need to do more weight training? Like what exactly is the thing? So I might change my percentage. And then I'm going to say to myself, I'm an athlete whose VO2 max is constantly being optimized. So if I wake up each day and I'm like, good morning, Jamie, you're an athlete whose VO2 is optimized. Well, how would I live today? I'd make sure I got my walks in. I'd make sure I did my grounding. And very specifically, what am I going to do today to increase that VO2 max? Because what I heard Brent say is you change that, everything out. There's like a little bit of a waterfall.
How do you can check that?
Yeah, there's a way to
check your VO2.
You know, I think I wish we had him still in here to clarify all this, but when you're working out, you have these different zones.
Yeah.
And so there's a zone you want to be in particular. Yeah. But I'm sure with the Oura Ring and other things, there's a way to check. There's a way to measure it. So anyway, so what kind of person would never even question this behavior? So for instance, if I get up in the morning and I'm going, am I going to work out or am I not going to work out? Well, a fit person would actually, this wouldn't be a question.
Like look into why are you even questioning that?
Because a fit person wouldn't question this.
Right.
That's how you start to shift your identity.
Oh yeah. That's
so if you,
good.
Right. So if you go, well, I want to shift my identity. I don't know how. What kind of person would never even question this behavior?
Should we steer away from the negative side of that?
Yeah. I think because you want to stay in the right kind of energy, right?
Yeah. Like, oh, that sounds like a fat person question. Fit or fat?
Which was a book, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, there was a book called Fit.
Clever.
Yeah. So stay in the energy of like, no,
good.
This is what a fit person. Because otherwise, if you get anything that in your brain processes as negative or failure or the place you don't want to go. You remember when Jimmy Johnson used to say, you never say to a running back, don't fumble.
Right.
You're implanting already the thought. He says, protect the football.
Yeah.
It's a different energy. And as you heard Brent say, everything's energy.
Yep.
We're moving energy, we're shifting metabolism. He's inspiring.
Yes, he is.
When you hear 65 years old, he said best shape of his life. And he didn't.
I was going to ask him when I sit down, you work out? Fairly obvious.
And I don't know if you caught this, but I don't know what exactly it was, but I kind of got the impression people were saying, hey, your body in terms of its context is one of the fittest bodies we've seen. Like he kind of just alluded to something and not just me for 65.
Right.
But
interesting.
And he's so inspiring because he's had 4 surgeries. There was a time in his life where he would say, he's told me this story. He's like, I'm looking down and I got a big gut and I'm fat. Then before that, when he talks about 17 years ago, this story, he tells it I've read his book. His health was horrible. He burned it 24/7. He never took a break. He never rested. He was super intense. And,
wow,
he just burned his body up. Like it was a shell of a human. Like he was going to die. And so for anybody that goes, but you don't know my situation. I've had surgeries and I've been like this for a long time. And there's a dude. Figured it out.
Yep.
And it started by wearing weight.
Took a step.
Yep. Put a vest on.
We really work ourselves into a tizzy.
We do. We make it complex.
Yeah. Like, I gotta do this, and I gotta lose this. I still have this much more weight to lose, and and it's really not budging. And I'm like, whoa, dude, just do the next thing.
Name your identity. Do the next thing. Just do it.
Just do it.
Okay, go and thrive.